Under the Dome took Stephen King's terrific 2009 novel and brought it to broadcast TV in 2013, on CBS, no less. As far as sci-fi premises go, a small town sealed off by a mysterious barrier sounds like striking gold, and it is, but the real terror was never the Dome. It was the man who decided to thrive inside it. That man was James "Big Jim" Rennie, played with venomous charm by Dean Norris, Breaking Bad. The Dome trapped the town, but Jim trapped its people in something worse, his ambition. The story's supernatural hook mattered less than the human monster it unleashed, and in 3 seasons of Under the Dome, Norris turned one of Stephen King's best villains into a television legend. Dean Norris plays Stephen King's best TV villain in Under the Dome. Dean Norris as Big Jim standing in the street, looking concerned with a police car behind him, in Under the Dome. Big Jim Rennie wasn't the kind of villain hiding in the shadows. No, he was the neighbor who smiled too easily, the politician who always seemed just a little too eager to take control. Not to mention he also ran a secret meth operation. Once the Dome descended, though, Jim treated it like divine right, like his chance to reshape the world on his terms. Dean Norris nailed that duality. He could sell compassion in one breath and cruelty in the next. That constant uncertainty kept the series pulsing with dread, and you never knew if Jim was going to play savior or executioner. Like the best-written villains, Big Jim leaned toward the latter while convincing himself he was both. Stephen King has conjured vampires, Lovecraftian killer clowns, and haunted hotels, but within the Under the Dome cast, Big Jim's power didn't need the supernatural to terrify you. He just needed a little authority and the conviction that no one could stop him, and Dean Norris brought to life one of King's best non-horror characters to the small screen. Why Under the Dome is such an underrated Stephen King show. Pink stars rising up in the dark sky as a woman watches, standing outside her car, in Under the Dome. Via CBS television studios. When people talk about Stephen King, the conversation drifts to it, The Outsider, or the 22nd of November, '63. Under the Dome rarely makes the cut, partly because it aired on CBS as binge-watching culture shifted to streaming. But that unfair, summer drama label buried how bold it really was. Under the Dome took Stephen King's fictional small-town paranoia and staged it like a social experiment. What happens when the food runs out, trust collapses, and everyone realizes help isn't coming? The sci-fi mystery mattered, but the real suspense was watching decency dissolve. It's an adaptation that leaned into King's favorite theme, of ordinary people cracking under extraordinary pressure. That's what made Under the Dome underrated. It reflected something scarier, humanity inside a snow globe, breaking apart piece by piece. Under the Dome broke records when it was on the air. Dean Norris as Big Jim, and his employees at the car lot, looking up at the sky, in Under the Dome's pilot episode, -1. When Under the Dome premiered in June 2013, it hit harder than anyone expected. According to USA Today, over 13 million people tuned in, making it the most-watched summer drama launch on network TV since the early 90s. For CBS, it became their biggest summer debut since Big Brother started back in 2000. Even stacked against the entire 2012 to 2013 season, it held its own. Only the following had a bigger premiere, leaving Under the Dome as the #2 broadcast debut of the year. And with DVR counted, nearly 18 million people watched the first episode. That's blockbuster territory for a summer show.